day 15 in our 30-day Ephemera challenge. This one's a game changer. If you love waterfall pockets, this is the easiest method I have ever found. You can use music papers, you can use digitals, or you can use paper pad papers. Whatever you decide to use, you will need 2 different pieces. I'm going to be using my paper pad papers here. This beautiful green plaid with the white flowers and this very soft foliage image. And with these papers, we're going to create this beautiful waterfall pockets. Won't you join me? Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. This project and the way we're going to put it together is definitely a game changer. We're going to be making easy pocket waterfalls. Oh my goodness, wait till you see how we do this. So I have my paper pad paper. It's 12 inches by 12 inches. And we want to take and place the 2 corners together. So you're going to find the center and then lightly pinch right here where the center would be. Just pinch that. I'm going to turn it over on this side so I can see my little mark. And then you'll want to take your ruler, unless you have a very large paper cutter, and draw your line in the center of your paper, and you'll want to trim this out. So now I have 2 pieces that are 12 inches by 6 inches. I want to do another printed page, something that goes well with what you have chosen to begin with. That's important. You need these papers to blend together. And you're going to find the center once again, and you're going to make your mark, and you'll need to trim it out. Now I have 2 different sets of 6 inches by 12 inch papers. I'm going to need to cut the length shorter. So it's 12 inches long now, and I need to bring it up to 9 inches. I'll be able to use my paper cutter for this cut, and I'll need to cut my other 3 the 9-inch length size. I have all my pages cut. They are now 6 inches by 9 inches, and I want to ink up all the edges using my distressed ink tea dye color. I'll also want to ink up these 2 ends here. You'll see in a few minutes why we want to add a little color to the ends. Take 2 of your printed pages that you want to make this project with and fold it over like this in half and give that a crease. Do the same thing to the other piece, folding it in half and giving it a crease. Now taking my wet glue, which is my art glitter glue, I'm going to glue down this side right here and then glue it together. Looks like I need to trim mine up just a bit. And we need to do the same thing for our second piece and glue it together. And now we have little tubes. I'm going to even this up so it's straighter. This one looks pretty good, but this one is a little out of whack. You want your 2 pieces to be the same width. Take your circle punch. Mine's 1.5 inches. And we're going to punch a notch out of the top of your little tube right here. We'll punch a notch out of the other end as well. So now both ends have a notch out of them. I'll do the same thing for my second piece. And because I've inked my project, I'm going to go ahead and ink my little cutouts right here. I'm also going to ink up the folded side. So my whole project is inked. I wanted to tell you the reason why you inked up the side that didn't have any print on it was because you can see it when we pop out that notch. Take the strip that you want to be on the inside of your project and fold one end up so it's going to be 1 inch from the top of this end to the top of the bottom, which now is coming up to be 1 inch away from the top. And you want to give that a crease. So now it's going to look just like this. Bring in your other strip, and we're going to take this one that's folded and place it where the top of this piece right here is 1 inch from the top of your second piece. And then fold this up right here on the bottom. So we're 1 inch down, hold it in place, pull this one up, crease it, and now we're 1 inch from here. So give this a nice crease. Make sure you're all lined up well. So we're looking like this now. Bring in your staple gun. Mine is a Tim Holtz. And put 3 staples close to the bottom, very close to the bottom, just like that. Now it looks like this. Take your glue, your wet glue, and you'll want to turn it over like this and apply your glue to the edge of the strip right here and glue that closed. And do the same thing for the next one and glue this one closed. Try to make sure that you're still lined up with each other and you're not going off to the side, which is easy to do. You'll want to do the same thing for this one. Glue that together. Our back of this project is all one piece, and you can easily glue it down onto your journal page, or you could glue it down on 2 sides and use it as another tuck spot. And it's 6 inches long. If you don't need it to be 6 inches long, maybe you want it to be a little shorter, then when we began, you're just going to have to shorten that. I think we made ours 9 inches by 3 inches. Maybe you want to make yours 8 inches by 3 inches or 7 inches by 3 inches. And then that way you will shorten this little waterfall. When you do that, you'll need to shorten your length between each little pocket. Now we have a very long pocket. It goes all the way down to the bottom. The next pocket is just an inch shorter. The third pocket is an inch shorter yet. And then we have our shortest pocket. I took my other 2 strips and I changed it up. And I put the green plaid in the center and the little light print on the outside. It totally changed how the pockets look. You can use book pages. You can use music papers. You can choose to make your pockets wider or longer or even shorter. It's all up to you, but this is definitely the easiest way I have ever found to make a waterfall pocket. I chose to decorate this one by adding a label in my first tab and then adding another piece of ephemera down here. This one's from My Porch Prints. And a little heart to stick in the pocket. So I made this piece of ephemera into a pocket, adding a little crinkled seam binding from My Scrap Cabin Shop and a satin bow with a little bling. For this one, I added a smaller label. I added some flat back pearls, made my piece of ephemera into another pocket, and popped this adorable kitty inside. And a little bit of this celery green crinkled seam binding. My tags are graduating in size. My larger tag is 6 inches by 2 1/4 inches. The next size is 5 inches long. They're all 2 1/4 inches across. The third one is 4 1/4 inches long. And the fourth one is 3 1/4 inches long. And if you decide to make your piece of ephemera into a pocket, you've got another pocket here. And if you choose to glue it onto your page on 2 sides, you can use this as another tuck spot. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.